Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Pot Smoker's Bible. My name is Zion. I'm the author of the Pot Smoker's Bible, which contains the prophetic book of Zion, where I get my name and authority. It comes from the Ketuvim, or Old Testament of the Christian Bible. I use the King James Version of the Bible in order to write or put together the prophecy of Israel, which I did because I found a passage in Isaiah that said, "Who will put this in order for me?" So, line by line, precept by precept, just like it said, I put it in order. It's amazing what came out. Who'd have thought? Anyway, in my last episode, I finished the reading of the final chapter of the Book of Zion, which is the prophecy of Israel. Now, the Book of Zion is a 24 chapter book, which is written entirely in Bible verse. There's not a single passage in that book that is from my own hand. It's entirely written by the prophets themselves. I call it the Book of Zion because Zion, the woman who fulfills the prophecy and writes the book, is the central figure. Contrary to the popular belief that a man, Messiah, would come. Now, there is a man that's supposed to come, but he's my childhood sweetheart. And he's supposed to come back to me. I'm the one who steps up to the plate and says, "Hey, God, here I am. You need somebody to speak on your behalf? I'll do that. You need somebody who gives a shit about pain and suffering on earth? Oh, fuck, I dedicated my life to that, to ending the pain and suffering on earth. Just ask God." I was 17 years old when I pledged that I would help God end pain and suffering on earth if He would end my pain and suffering. And in order to do that, I asked him a really stupid question. I said, "God, who should I love? Who can take this pain away from me? Who can make me forget what rape is?" Because that was my problem. And God said, "Your childhood sweetheart. His name is Kenny. He can do it." And then a month later, we were together, and we spent this one really fucking awesome night together. Last time I was with him. It was a fucking miracle. It saved my sanity. It saved my life. It made me the person I am today. And then he ran off and married his sister-in-law. Go figure. But anyway, that's nothing but a thing. But I stayed the course. I studied the Bible until I was so confused I couldn't think straight. Then I said, "Hey, God, would you show me the way? Show me what's right." Oh, and then things started happening, my friend. I read the Bible again. And I found this passage that said that the Temple of Zion would be a place where all religions were worshipped. That it wouldn't represent one religion on earth. It would represent all religions on earth. So that anyone from any religion would be able to go to the temple and worship God under whatever name they believed that God has. A temple for all people. And that struck me that I had been taught all my life that this was the only book that you could look to find God, that everybody who ever went any other place was condemned to rot in hell for eternity. God help. I'm sorry, Christians, but I don't believe that. Not for a minute. But then again, I know a real God who knows real true things and doesn't make up crap. So, this is my book, but, okay. The Old Testament is my book. The New Testament, well, just video view, the Pot Smoker's Bible, and the Book of Zion. And you'll understand. And now that I have read to you the entire prophecy of Israel as written by the prophets themselves in their own testament, in their own verses, and you can go back in my feed. Go back to the Book of Zion. That's chapter 1. And then all the way to chapter 24. It's all there. It's all free. You don't have to pay me anything. You don't have to subscribe. You don't have to do anything. Just watch me tell you what God has said through the prophets of Israel 3,000 years ago. And how it applies to today's world is what is contained in my other book, the Pot Smoker's Bible. Because when I tried to publish the Book of Zion, as it was written by the prophets, in their own words, not using my own words at all, I was told that was illegal, and that I had to write 75% of what I published. So 75%, here I come. Well, it's actually more than 75%, because once I got started, wow, I didn't know I knew so much. But I'm going to read to you the entire Pot Smoker's Bible. Now that you can go back in the feed and get the whole Book of Zion first. But even if you haven't done that, see, I break down every chapter and verse in the prophecy in the Pot Smoker's Bible. And I bet you're wondering why the hell I call it the Pot Smoker's Bible. Because the prophecy of Israel isn't about Jesus coming back. It's about Zion standing up to fight for the freedom of people who are oppressed, for smoking a plant of renown, which takes away from them the mark of the heathen, turns the tables, and gives the mark of the heathen to those who prosecuted and persecuted and oppressed them, i.e., the corporate police state of America. I would say united, but as we all know, the united part is gone. There's no unity in America anymore. We have three distinct sides, which are right now duking it out. We have the white supremacists who want to control the elite, the 1%, the white supremacists, all the people who think they're holier than thou because they have a fucking bank account, lots of pretty little fucking pieces of paper with pictures on them. That's Trump. Okay. Then we have corporate America. Controlled, paid for, and promoted by the rest of the fucking government. The judges, the lawyers, the politicians. Because the politicians have been bought and paid for since 1939. As you will see. We do not live in the United States of America anymore. That died in 1939, when corporate America was born. And the police state as we know it today is a direct result, as you will see in my book. And it's all centered around marijuana, the war on drugs, and the people that have been created from it. So everything in the prophecy, flips everything upside down. It literally says, your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as a potter's clay. For shall the one created not acknowledge that they've been created. Oh, that's the potheads. Or have the thing framed. Say, he's got no knowledge who framed me. That's the corporate state. You see, Dow Chemical bought America for the corporate state. Created it in 1939. When the lobbyists for Dow Chemical convinced the senators from Texas and Louisiana to ban marijuana so that they could imprison blacks, which is why there's a Black Lives Matter movement going on right now, and deport the Mexicans, which were bringing the pot in through Texas, for the most part. Now, the reason why they did that was because they had created this thing called plastic, and plastic could potentially make them filthy fucking rich. But there was a problem. Hemp already squarely had that market covered. Everything that plastic could do, hemp already did. And it was environmentally sound, sustainable, actually good for the environment. So, in order for our fucking, oh, let me see, what plastic fucking world to exist, they had to get rid of hemp. And in order to get rid of hemp, they created the war on drugs, making marijuana illegal. And, oh, well, how do we tell the difference between pot and hemp? The only difference is the THC. So we make them both illegal. Dumbass, stupid fucking people. You were framed. You were simply framed by God. And you'll see in the coming episodes just how squarely framed you were. Because all your stupid so-called knowledge is about ready to go bye-bye as the true, living, breathing God descends from on high to save his children that he created for his own pleasure. The people who love to party. Well, the people who love to party, you have a lot to learn. You are about to embark on the most incredible adventure of your lifetime. Because the Bible was written for you. It was written for you because your brothers in Israel rejected God and refused to become a nation of priests dedicated to the interspecies relationship between aliens and humans. But I have a feeling that a lot of my hippie friends are also sci-fi freaks like me. And the thought of a Star Trek type future for us all sounds pretty damn good. And that is what the Pot Smoker's Bible does. It brings a living, breathing, real God to earth. And it connects you directly to not only them, but to everything in reality. Not only that, but it teaches you how to become enlightened and how to ascend to a higher level of being than human, than is physical, to become quantum. May the Grey watch over you, guide you, protect you, and keep you from all harm. May they teach you right from wrong. May you be worthy of them. May your thoughts, words, and deeds reflect truth, good, and light, the unicorn way. Find your joy, my friends. Become your joy. Pursue it. Stay happy and high. Know I love you. We'll be together soon. Catch me next time. The introduction of the Pot Smoker's Bible. Free of charge. See you later, because we'll never say goodbye.